Okay, I'm gonna make some chili today. My dogs are all excited. I just sliced up some bacon and sirloin. I got 6 thick slices of bacon, a pound of sirloin, just slice up however you want. I get this Kinder's seasoning blend, wood-fired chili. It's 0 carbs, if you can see that on the back there. So, and it tastes pretty good. I'm going to use tomato paste today. Of course, I opened it upside down. It is 5 servings will be 7 carbs. So I'm just going to use half the can. So it's going to be about 14 carbs. Got 2.5 pounds of ground beef. That's seasoning. And then bone broth. Or beef broth. I mean, or just regular beef broth. Whatever your preference is. You're going to preheat get the pot going here. And then first you want to add your bacon, which, well, hold on a second. I will scrape this off into the pot. That'd be a lot easier, right? You start with the bacon. Brown it before you add the sirloin. Everybody don't have to wash my hands again after cooking it or slicing it. So you get your wooden spoon or whatever you want to use. You just gotta stir it up here. I'm gonna leave that alone. You get this lid off the floor. But it's 50 degrees here in northern Florida today, so it's a perfect day for chili. I know a lot of people right now are saying 50 degrees, that'd be nice. But it is, for northern Florida, that's cold. It got down to 40 last night. That's really cold for us Floridians down here. But I'll come back after I get this browned up pretty good. It's going to take a good 10 minutes or so. So I don't think you need to talk through all that. All right. One thing I've messed up, I put it on medium low. It's supposed to be on medium high. I was like, why does this take this long? So definitely never put on medium high. Okay. We're going to add the steak now, the sirloin. You can use any meat you want. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be sirloin. I mean, if you have any kind of steak, it doesn't have to be just ground beef. You can, I've made it before with sausage. I've made it before with Italian sausage. But for a good base, though, you really want to start with bacon and ground beef. You don't have to have the steak in there, It's up to you. I just happen to have some extra thawed out steak that I needed to use before the expiration date. So I've made it before with steak too. It's a personal preference. I think it gives you a little added, here's a chunk of steak, if you're eating it. Also, you don't have to use tomato paste. And the butter I add in later too, but you don't have to use tomato paste if you want to stay completely carnivore. I've noticed that it's good. Carnivore chili is good, but I'm just used to the traditional, tomato. Also, with the bone broth later, I will be adding a can of beer, 2.6 carbs of Michelob Ultra. So that's going to add a little bit to the carbs, but not much. It gives it a beer chili taste. You don't have to add that. You can just either add more bone broth or water. I forgot I set the timer for 10 minutes. So there, the bacon did take right about 10 minutes, I guess. Okay. So you just stir the sirloin, and I'm going to let that go for about 5 minutes, and I'll be back. The dogs are waiting. I'm getting to it. This little one here doesn't know when I say out, they get out. The other ones, when I say out, they know to get out. Okay. It's been about 5 minutes. I started that timer late, so yeah, maybe I can figure out my timer. But anyway, it's been roughly 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be right at 5 minutes. It's going to be cooking a lot longer, with all the other stuff. Next is when I'm going to add in the chili powder before I put the ground beef in. It helps coat everything, get it all seasoned up together. So, you just go ahead and add that. Boy, that smells good. Get that all stirred up good. And then I'm going to get the ground beef here. Throw it in. I used, I think it was 2.5 pounds. I'm not sure how much it was. So one of those family packs you get, I think it was 2.5. It may have been 2.75. The more meat, the better, I think. It's up to you. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you use lean bacon, you'll have to add bacon grease. Always keeps them on the stove, but I didn't have to this time because my bacon had a lot of fat in it. But I have had to, if your bacon's too lean, add some fat to it. But there was plenty of fat in there to help cook the steak, So, okay, this will take probably another 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to put my lid on after I get it all mixed in good here. Yeah. There we go. Get some of that goodness off the bottom there. Mixed in with that ground beef. Now I can turn the timer off, hit the cancel button. This is a new stove to me. I've been here for a year in this house, but still it's new to me. Out, Anna. Stella, out, out! Here, get under my feet because I thought something hit the floor there. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on here and stir it every now and then. It'll be about 15 minutes, I think. We'll come and check it out. Alright, that was about 15 minutes. It was more like 10, I think. Who knows? I didn't time it this time. But I'm going to add my tomato paste now. Half a can. You don't have to add tomato paste. I like the chili flavor. Traditional. It's okay without it. And like I said, you don't have to. Add your butter. Half a stick of butter. Don't ask me why, it just tastes better, I think. I'm sure there's some reasoning behind it, but I think it just gives you more fat, Also, I use 73/27 ground beef because the more fat, the better. But you can use any ground beef you want. But being carnivore, you do want more fat. I'm gonna go and stir this in. Also, if you like more chili season, you can add more than just 1 pouch. My wife does not like too much spice in her chili, so I just add 1 pouch. But you can add 2. Alright, stir up the tomato paste real good. You don't have to drain the beef or anything. I know all the other, traditional, they think fat's bad. Fat is good for you. So, the more, like I said, the more fat, the better. I've lost over 100 pounds so far doing this diet. So. And I'll go ahead and add the beef first, the broth. Add your beef broth. This is 4 cups in a quart, so it's 4 cups of bone broth at 1 calorie or 1 carb per. Let me see here. Hold on. 1 carb. Serving size 4 per container, so it's 4 carbs there. 4 carbs plus 14 for half the can of tomato paste. All right, and then so it's at 4 plus 4, 18, and then you got 2.9 for, or 2.6 for this, so you got 20 carbs for this whole pot of chili here. So, go and add your beer. Alright, and then, this is pretty much it. Oh, I wanted to mention, if it's too thick, if it's like taking forever to, you know, reduce and thicken up the way you like it, you know, I let this simmer for a good hour or so. But just add you about a quarter cup of whipping cream, or sour cream you can even do. That'll help thicken it up if you, you know, it'll add some more carbs to it, but if you just let it reduce, you know, it'll thicken up on its own. So we'll check it out after. It's going to be, I'm going to simmer for about an hour. Let me turn this down now to low. Okay, we'll come back and check on it. Okay, we're going to pretend it's been an hour so I can go ahead and get this posted up to YouTube for you guys. You know, you taste test it, it's really good. I've already taste tested it. You know, everything's cooked. It's very good. After an hour, like I said, if it's not thick enough to your liking, add sour cream or heavy cream. So that's it. Whole pot, 20 carbs. So you have to divide up, you know, how much you're using. So until next time, like, subscribe, and share, please. I will be making more videos. The last 3 or 4 weeks I haven't made any because I've been busy doing 2-day little vacation jaunts over to Universal Orlando and SeaWorld. So I will be getting back to it. So.